I apologize, Master Clive. I apologize for sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of material aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. Whilst I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits whatever. I'm sorely ill-equipped. If it please, yeah, what do you want? If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see Martha's Rest. Okay, yeah.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
That was hard. Oh my gosh, Peregrine, the puns, huh? I may need potions anyway, I think, so let's quickly talk to Karen.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Okay.
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air.
Okay.
You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold.
Valid.
And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer.
I wonder who.
Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier.
What a good...
You've
so
all shown
glad.
me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Or you'll have me to answer to.
That was lovely. That's great, honestly. And you know, clearly it's very sad that Sid...
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Yeah. That Sid... Oh, I'm good.
Is that all?
Yeah. Sid died and died so early on. But I do think it's in better service of the story. And you get to learn more about him and learn more about the characters, I think, in ways that maybe you could have still done if you were alive, but it would feel less impactful, I suppose. If I were her hubby, I wouldn't fool her around. I don't think she'd let you, frankly. Karen suffers no fools. Surely it's in here. Join Rutherford at Martha's Rest, but where?
My Lord Marquis, is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian.
Of course.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord.
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
See you, Citrus. Thank you so much. And
Suppose.
Chipotle.
I'll start in Dalamil and work my
Thank
way
you
east.
so much
Thank you, my lord.
for using your
I shall
Prime
pray
Gaming
for
year.
your
9
success
months.
and safety.
Wowie. Thank you, Chipotle. Thank you so much. And Citrus, sorry. I have fun. I'll be watching from afar. I'm incredibly appreciative of the luck. Have a fantastic raid. Good luck with that. And Chipotle, welcome in. You're lovely. Thank you for using your Prime Gaming here. 9 months. Guys, I keep on forgetting that Jill and Joshua are with me. I keep on thinking that I left them back where we left off on the main mission. That is genuine. You guys are bringing like genuinely such a smile to my face. Thank you so much. You've been all so lovely, stream. Sidney's death really served to propel the narrative forward as much as I would have wanted to see him more. And I 100% agree. I think that's where...
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic.
Sorry. I just need to know where I'm going.
Like,
This way?
someone here's seen something.
That's where... And I keep on describing it as brave. I don't know if that's necessarily the right way to describe it, but I think it does take a certain amount of bravery to go. They knew that Sid was going to be, I mean, like, how do I, they knew that Sid was going to be a fan favorite character, because as I understand it, Sid is a character in all Final Fantasy games, but then on top of that, Rafe, I think, I need someone to tell me if I'm pronouncing that or not. I've said Rafe Ralph each time, and each time I go, oh, I don't know how it's pronounced, and I meant to like mentally remember to look it up, and I never do. So if someone actually knows and can just type in chat so I don't have to make the mistake again, that would be great. But like, he's a great voice actor. He was clearly going to do a fantastic job with it. He's such a charismatic character.
I don't see your master here.
Hang on.
So you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
You have to go through me.
Please!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Damn! Oh no. Anyway, but he was going to deliver an amazing performance and whatnot. And yet, I do think it was the right thing for him to die when he does. And I think it's really in service of the story. And I think it really does propel things in an interesting way. All in all, to me, it's for sure the smarter but harder decision to make, you know? Okay, now where are... It's just the 2 of them, I think? Yeah, it's just the 2 of them. Go Tabor! Kind of sad. Yeah, the combat's kind of changed a bit since we've swapped up. The shock when you turned around.
expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison, his men
The captain is no more. And his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Go for it. Game of Thrones inspired narrative has charming popular
Not at
character
all.
killed. I know.
Now,
Shocking.
to find this second associate of Rutherford's.
We could never have
If he was bound for
anticipated such a
Oriflamme,
thing.
I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Although, that being said, when I had first heard in Northreach, okay, when I'd first heard, oh my days. When I had first heard that it was a lot like Game of Thrones, I didn't think that the devs had literally been tasked with watching Game of Thrones and pulling inspiration from them. I thought it was a lot of people just like memeing on the game. So,
There's a lot of road between here and the capital.
but now it's fun
Rutherford's
knowing that
man
they
could be
actually
anywhere.
did watch Game of Thrones, because you can go, oh, I can really clearly pick out like where you were inspired for this part or that part, or what character this is like, or whatever.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord
Great
Marquis?
aunt. Great aunt.
Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Damn.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
You wanted his death to be more heroic, but I understand why he had to die. I thought his death was quite heroic.
They just couldn't
Yeah.
resist, could they?
I don't know. Like what kind of, like more bombastic kind of thing? Aaron, welcome in. I'm late, hi peeps. Killer Knight or else. Thank you for threatening them all to you all better be enjoying this out. Do you know what I don't realise? Because I am almost always wearing headphones. Like both headphones when I'm using my controller. Is that it's playing noise. I guess games do that most days. Like most these days. How do I say that? Most games do that these days, I think that's what I'm trying to say. But the story has more inspirations from the manga Berserk Kingdom. I've not read that. Well, that's the thing though, right? I can't remember when this last conversation, like, what was I thinking about this recently? I mean, there are so many stories or relate and draw inspiration from one another and whatnot. I think it's just with the Game of Thrones one, maybe because they're also in like pseudo-similar settings in a way. To me, the similarities are very overt. Gosh, I mean, it does look so cool. It is kind of a weird one though. I can't decide if I like using it. Oh my god, better behave. Yeah, a bit more bombastic. Yeah, that's fair. It was like a bit more of a quiet thing. But I guess it kind of was bombastic in the way it was the first time encountering one of the mother crystals. It was our first time encountering Ultima.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. There are few hands left to work the fields. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what... When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, if you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able.
Good day.
Good day.
Thank you, CM. I just read your message. The most important message that's been sent in chat this whole time. I can
My
now
uncle certainly has his work cut out for him.
relax.
If it isn't already too late.
My mind can know peace. It is Ralph with an L. He has pronounced it Ralph himself. Whew. Thank you, CM. And anyway, actually, I was so drawn to the shiny, but I don't need the shiny right now. I completely get wanting a more bombastic sort of end for Clive. Not Clive, excuse me, Sid. But I personally like that it's a bit more quiet. You know, it was like Sid going off and doing the right thing. And, you know, not doing it in a blaze of glory or for this whole big audience. It was Sid and Jill and Clive and, you know, I don't know.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates.
I only happen to be in the right place. They both seem to think the realm...
I am afraid that Grim would be... Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work.
As it is mine.
Okay. Looks like Ultima is a fan of Jimi Hendrix from all the Purple Haze. Flare... Hang on. We just got an accessory, which we've not actually looked at in a while. We should probably sort ourselves out a bit. That we can take off, because we're not using that anymore. This is what we got. But we're not using flare breath. Slightly increases toggle attack potency. No. Sure. Because we use that, right? Upheaval? No. No, we don't. Okay. 2,000 points. What do I want to spend them on? What do I want to spend? Goblins in my room somewhere making some kind of mess. Yeah, upgrade that. Okay. Map. We've been doing a lot of side mission stuff. So I reckon we will do some main mission things. I think that probably makes the most sense to me. Because we did a lot. Well done, Fessa. Well done. The dialogue for that scene was heartbreaking too. Oh yeah, Sid's is this where a side mission was also? Give me the local map? Yeah, okay. Sid's, yeah, that from in my opinion, the dialogue in the game is pretty well written. I think there's like very few times where I think like, oh, that's a real stinker of a whatever. Which again is why
we can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Which is why some of the poorer dialogue upsets me. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I can attack on this, can't I? Can I just knock them off? No. It's kind of a shame. But we can just kick these out the way. It is so great and so silly. What's the main mission again? That's a good question. Should we take a look? Will it explain to us maybe in the journal? Cloak and Dagger. An army of Akashic have gathered in the walls of Canva, trapping Mid, Byron, Gav in the free cities where they scramble frantically to complete work on Mid's ship, the Enterprise. Fearing the worst, Clive makes our friends' rescue his top priority. Kind of. Because I did a lot of side missions. So we're making for Tabor. I think it's pronounced Tabor.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Matt, check your renown at the Patron Whisper lately. No, I don't think I have. I can't walk past it. I can't. It's someone in need. Oh, one of the best accessories is available there. Oh, okay.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go.
Of course we have to go.
Catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead.
It's so good, isn't it,
Just off the
Chipotle?
track.
It's so good.
They must not reach Tabor,
God, that was hard to hear.
forgive me. Lord Kupka.
About that.
Rest well, soldier.
He's not around. He's absolutely not around. Clive is faced with an either or situation.
Let's hope the akashic is still there.
Okay, we'll have to go check.
Flood. They're everywhere now.
Ether flood.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Wait, what happens if I go through it?
Come on.
I'm not sure I've even noticed. Oh, okay, well. Didn't get to go through it very far. Ah, maybe that's the way it looks since I've upgraded it. You know what? I kind of feel like I may want to check on what to replace. What to replace. God. Tyson with. I might replace Tyson with something else. Just because I think the three of them together, it's really slow. I don't know if I like how slow it is, you know. Kupka Rip Bozo. Kupka's one? Oh, sorry.
Move my leg.
He's...
Doesn't sound like an akashic.
Bozo, yes. He's an interesting one, though, huh? Oh, where are you? Sorry. I thought you were here. Because, in a way... I don't know, maybe it was up there. Maybe I was right in going up there. His story seems like sort of... shallow, but not. I don't know. I can't decide how I feel about it.
Battalion.
I am. I heard the fight.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you.
Cool. Bad blood. Yeah. Hugo's a weird one.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Oh my god, I hope to god I'm...
You're Sid. I was there, in Cosnes when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
You're doing all this for Hugo? Oh god. Okay. Frankly, I should fight him because it's what he wants. He wants me to fight him. So it'd be disrespectful to not. And I've already tried to not fight him. And he's been like, no. So I guess I will. It feels kind of... There's no good ending for this. Sound logic, right? Give him a Viking's death.
Fine.
Do
if
it.
You insist.
Go fisticuffs, yeah.
For Tyson!
Now this is the real bozo. This is worse.
state to fight.
And this should be easy for you.
Oh God, don't make me do this.
Kill me!
It's one thing to fight.
The sins of your master.
But to just like kill, come on.
You and I have no quarrel. And I will not strike a man who cannot
Good man.
defend himself.
Good man Clive strikes again.
I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave!
Okay.
Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
But see, now here's the thing. When he goes, I will find you someday. Where'd he go? How concerned do I need to be that you're gonna come back and fuck shit up? Like, do we need to take care of the problem now? Okay, damn it. I was like, well, let me just like save just to be safe and try and kill him. But they won't let you kill him. What's he gonna do? I don't know, Gatorade. He may be he could be like a golem, you know? I don't know. He may set this whole thing into motion that I've not even yet comprehended.
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance.
See,
Sid.
am I gonna regret it? How much am I gonna regret it? How are you actually gonna die? Yeah, I can't kill him. Not that it would have felt good killing him, to be honest, but he's not dying, his arm just hurts. Well, frankly, I kind of wish he would die, because now I've got anxiety that he's going to do something horrible that could have been prevented, and then I'm going to be like, I just should never have done that side mission. Oh, sorry. That was a weird kind of whistle to do. Didn't feel quite right.
Run like the wind.
You've been playing this game for how long now? You know it's not like that. I don't know. There's only been a couple times where it gives me the option to do something, like to choose the outcome myself. It could be. That might be, you know what, that might be
Have you been to Tabor before?
taking after Game of Thrones so much that they give you that middle finger fuck you, you know, right at the end. Who has a better story? I won't say it. I shouldn't.
Where now, Joshua?
Because I don't want to spoil it in case someone's watching this that doesn't know. But if you know, you know what I was just referencing, alright?
Are you buying or selling? Anything else?
Yeah. Send Karam after him, I know, right? What if he comes back? I know, that's what I'm thinking, Lemon. And for that, he frankly deserves to die. You know, Chipotle, but we had to. He did it to himself.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote.
Where's Joshua?
Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Oh, there he is.
Of course.
Shouldn't he have come in there first?
Sense now.
Surely.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from from the shadows?
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Look how emotional she's just got over that.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
A vessel. It's the name of a vessel?
The Black Galleon.
Ah.
Joshua.
The
Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Tharma. Barnabas Tharma. Alright. The Agora in Canva. Alright.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
Agora, excuse me.
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
All silent turnaround.
Distinguished members of the council. You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Just 2 seconds. The Republican Parliament. So we've seen them meet already, I think. The highest council of government in the Republic. The highest council of government of the Republic of Dhalmekia. 7 ministers are responsible for ruling the nation after the death of Hugo Kupka and the destruction of Drake's Fang. The Republic descended into chaos, and it fell to the ministers to pick up the pieces of common country. Okay. Barnabas has something new. Oh no, this is just King of Waloed, Dominant of Odin, Warden of Darkness. Okay, so that's an element of darkness. Through his nation's isolation in Ash Though his nation's isolation in Ash allows Barnabas to remain aloof from the affairs of Storm, he has oft elected to do precisely that. His movements of late would suggest that he has ambitions on the Western continent. Okay.
Very well.
It's a great character design.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the akashic.
What gave you that idea? Yep, definitely not.
It is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes
That was not the right move.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
You obviously know that's not gonna work.
Enough.
Whoa! Jesus! That was well done.
Pathetic creatures.
Such good music.
That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
Jesus. But see, now I wonder if that sword was an Odin ability thing or an Ultima ability
somewhere
thing.
In the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
The girl. Mid.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
His scar is done interestingly on his chest.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Something, a line about darkness or something? No. Okay. No. Free cities. Hey, Spudge, welcome in. Free cities of Canva are a portion of the Republic that wanted to break away years ago, but didn't due to other nations backing the Republic.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Yes, Adam, yeah. Although I don't think it was like that.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
The lake?
By all means.
Lake.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish.
I don't know.
But please be safe.
We might have issues here.
If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
That's so sweet. What a lovely little tender moment.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
So sweet. What a lovely little moment. So we're up against a god. Yeah. I don't feel good about that. I don't feel very good about that. It's probably the plot line in this story that I'm least fond of.
Let's find our friends.
But gave his girl a small kissy before Clive could with Jill. I'm getting very nervous about the fact that we've not yet had Clive and Jill kiss.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
I can't bear it, dude. I can't bear it.
Opportunity beckons.
Yeah,
Who
let's
among
see.
you Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to
Thank
make
you
a
for the
killing.
follows. Welcome in, lovely people.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged, bring me that beast's skin and...
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in... Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Kara. I eagerly await you.
Okay. Back that way. Oh my days. Very well, very well. We'll do it quickly. And at least it's sending... Oh, shit. At least it's sending us somewhere new. We've not been before, maybe. I love that we're trying to figure out their ship name. And yet, all of them sound inappropriate to say. I'm like, nah, I'll just read that. Hang on, is this the right way? No, it is not. This way. This way?
Continue to work together. The bandits may be no more, but
this way.
what they've left us.
Joshua Yote is still Joshua Yote. That's right. That's how you know they're perfectly meant to be with one another. So serendipitous. Their names fit together like two things that fit really well together. What are two things that fit really well together? Like...
Come on.
Faster.
Like Legos? Wow, two people said Legos. Okay, Lego advertising is doing very well. But this is a thing though. No, I don't like the Lego analogy because like Lego blocks can fit well together. Can't it be something a bit more specific? Because like a whole bunch of Lego block shapes fit well together. You know what I mean? I want something that's a bit more specific, a bit more perfect. Yin and yang. Chocolate and peanut butter. Sure. Yeah, okay. I'm Kid Life Brain. I'm alright. Actually, I'm not alright. Well, I am alright, but I'm not alright. First of all, I don't know what my problem is. I've been fidgeting in my chair so much today. I've been so, like, uncomfortable. I think I'm just sitting a lot. Do you know what I mean? I think that's my problem, is I've just been, like, sat down for ages. I was having a cracking headache earlier. Like, nauseousness and stuff, but also, and, like, super tired. It's been weird, huh? My sister was sort of like it as well. And part of me had wondered...
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fighting in yet.
Part of me had wondered if, Hey! barometric pressure. The weather's been weird. That's what I meant to say. Twitch and Java chip. Oh, well done, CM. That was perfectly done. Wow, that was so worth upgrading. Not that I had any doubt in my mind about it, but... They should release Joshua Yote prequel and call it Bizarre Adventure of JoJo. I'm sure that name is definitely not already taken. They'll be able to do that just fine. I mean, that is such a good ability. So pretty to look at. That's not what I meant to do. I keep on thinking that the O ability is Phoenix Shift for them all, and it's obviously not. A lump of dough and donut daddy, you're going to jail for that. Alien and isolation. I just appreciate that you didn't say alien isolation and me.
This thing reeks.
Oh.
The sooner it's off my...
Sorry.
It's the better.
Yeah, there we go. Don't mean to keep on cutting you off. Okay, Field of Korava. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be coming back here because there's a lot more. What? That sucks. There's a lot more to do here. Okay, well, let's take it back. It's Tuesday. I know. It's Tuesday, isn't it? It's actually a bit weird that it's Tuesday, huh? Feels different.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
Sounds like above average caffeine consumption a bit as well. I haven't had any caffeine today.
As supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of... Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
Cool, cool, cool.
I don't plan on making a habit.
Very well. Do not allow me to keep you...
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I've not had any caffeine today. But tiredness can lead to feeling restless. Maybe go for a walk. Yeah, I didn't go for a walk today because I was busy. And oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, okay. It was raining a lot. I like the blue thing on Joshua's belt.
How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
Sobbing.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
It's so cute. Who are you asking if it's a problem for, me or them?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
Oh, that's lovely.
Pray accept this token.
Seal obtained. Accept the phoenix down from Cyril the Undying.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
How to you then? Have you been hydrating sufficiently? The humidity definitely makes me fidgety in my chair.
We'll talk about this later.
I have been. I think I have. Maybe no,
Cyril
maybe
seemed
not
very,
enough.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Bless. Okay, I didn't mean to trigger that part, but I think it's probably for a good thing that we did. What I was trying to do was to grab this side mission. Let's just do it quickly before we carry on with where we're going. Let's hope it's quick. Where is it? Thank you for the hydrate, Manny. I will do it in just 1 second.
I feel like I've fleshed 100 skins today.
Stay focused, will you? One slip with that scrape and the hunter's hard work will be for nothing.
Where the hell is it? Maybe a bit further forward and I don't realize it? No. Am I being so thick right now? Maybe it's upstairs. Maybe it's upper level. Let's go upper level. Put your fucking rain jacket on. Yeah, I should. I don't like carrying umbrellas, and I actually don't own a rain jacket. So I've got to sort something out, don't I? You're getting a nasty message after stream. No, because you're probably right. I need to get out of my flat. I know. I didn't leave I didn't leave home today. I really should. It was bad that I didn't. That's probably why.
Finally, no one was paying me
I've not
the
left
slightest
as
heed.
much as I should.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word.
The university? You're
a specialist in ancient culture. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs?
Sure.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions. Some courteous.
Okay, at least it's very quick and easy, local to here.
3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time.
Very well.
The otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest.
Do your best,
for
dear.
the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Okay, good stuff. Memorize, yeah, sure. Up here. Over here.
How are those new boots treating you?
Banana. Sounds like Javanese Uniqlo pocketable rain jacket. Yeah, I suppose so. This is what I need to inspect, right? I think it's these things. Guardians of the Crystal and First Stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labour. No, sorry, it rhymes. Let me redo that. Guardians of the Crystal, the First Stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labour.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Sure, guys. We learning. We big brain learning right now. Get your notebooks out. We're in history class.
These stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes.
Let's pillage their wares whilst we're here. It feels kind of like, hey, we put all these things in here that people would otherwise run past. Like, we're going to make sure that you go and you check this out. Nice little baby lore dump. That was a gross scene, Lord of the Rings, right? What was a gross scene? Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder?
It feels weird robbing this chest right in front of him, but very well. We do what we must. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
It's a good thing that you remember it, Clive, and that I don't have to.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself.
It's a shame because he's like so close. He's right here.
Now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
I'm surprised, Brit, you don't have a Pack-a-Mac. Do you think I'm carrying a Pack-a-Mac?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating.
Oh my god.
It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen
I didn't read it
charged
properly.
with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges?
I made a mistake. I didn't read it properly. I'm sorry.
The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of Golden Plains. I hope that was the right first one.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Yeah,
lay
okay.
your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Oh, now it wants to do this. I think it's now Tillers of Land. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Children of the hunters.
Exactly, Zorad.
Now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers.
Fascinating. Yo, Mr. Raccoon, how's it going?
No wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
The thing is, like, it wasn't that many. I feel bad. Like, I almost want to just, like, help him up to look at it, you know? Okay, it seems like we didn't muck it up, because I reckon it wouldn't have let us finish if we had, so we got lucky with the first one. For sure, for sure. Oh, you're talking about Denethor. You're talking about Denethor. Wait. Maybe I did muck it up. I got barely any rewards for that. Didn't I? Wasn't I just given literally like 1 goblin coin or something? Bullshit. Okay, let's carry on with the main mission. I've been getting so distracted. Also, does he live up here? Because you're already up a whole bunch of stairs. Questions. 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 Ungrateful. Well, I think it's not even just him ungrateful. I think I did the wrong thing. But it did kind of sound like the right thing. So I just became the scholar's stepson. What, so you can be hated? Missed opportunity for some trolling. They don't, oh, sorry, here we go. They don't let you give them a wrong answer. Choosing the wrong one will have Clyde be like, wait, that can't be right. Oh, you're oh, that's... 1, okay, good, because it means I didn't give a wrong answer. But 2, that actually is kind of sad, because it would have been a lot funnier. Or certainly more interesting to see what the voice... But I guess he couldn't have known that it was wrong. I feel like it would have presented an interesting, like, moral conundrum.
Then let us be rid of them.
No, we don't need to fight them, Joshua. It's okay. Although I do want... I feel like I want to see Joshua fight more, you know? Now, see, imagine if you didn't do the Ambrosia side mission and you're just this whole time running through these things on foot.
Smoke.
Shameful.
Is the city falling?
Speedy chicken! Okay, good stuff. I mean, bad because the city's on fire, but good because we've got the obelisk.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Well, you deserve the shame walk if you didn't do the Ambrosia quest, to be fair. That's actually valid. I can get behind that. Okay, good stuff. Although seeing that all the side missions on the map is bothering me. There's a lot there to do.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol. But everyone calls me Mid.
Mididol. She said it. Mididol.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Why is he acting like...
Byron.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's really you.
I thought he was looking at us like that.
I never thought I'd see the day.
I forgot. It's my bad. Oh, what a beautiful moment. Oh, that's so lovely. I forgot that that was even a thing. I love Joshua. I love Clive.
So these akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long.
San, thank you so much for the tier 1 3 months.
Quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into 2 parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river.
I don't feel good.
Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all.
But Clive, you said you were going to do that.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Bless. She's such a good personality.
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
I'm nervous.
Both of you.
You too.
I'm very nervous. San, thank you so much. Tier 1 3 months. I'm gonna cry in the club. I'm dead. I forgot what I was gonna say with my sub message. Well, you can say it even without. So hang on. I think I've made a mistake. Ah, shit. Does anyone know how long this main mission bit is? It's very epic. It feels wrong to kind of pause here. Cheating on Yote, don't you say that, Gandhi. Welcome in. The main cast is super strong. So good. It's not very long. Okay. Cool. I was like, I thought we were carrying on with the main mission thing that we were doing. But listen to the music. It's so good. The rest of this part isn't that long.
Let's find those survivors.
Because I assume this is the start of a new chapter, right?
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Good guy, Clive. I mean, such a good ability. Oh, damn. Are there more? No. Okay, well, we'll just into the sky. Okay, well, now there's more. I honestly didn't even want to use that attack right now. I actually just wasn't expecting that to happen. Whoa. Such good animations with the any of the fighters. Akashic, what's it called? Tongvedvir? The problem with that attack is that I'm using it when I'm too far away. Oh, so it doesn't get the full force of the effect. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, I guess this charges up a lot quicker than the Giga Flare charges up a lot faster than you expect it to. Where's it gone? Oh wow, okay, so it doesn't stagger him, alright. What? that worked out in my favor much better than it should have. Time for the Battle of Helm's Deep. Whoa. The rest of this part isn't that long. These things are so annoying to fight. Frankly, because I keep on mucking it up. Alright, let's finish this very uncleanly. Messy, messy, messy. Not my finest work. And of course I didn't stock up on potions, so I didn't know what I was going to get into. You're a bit lost what's happening to the free cities. Sorry, my nose is itchy. The King of Waloed is here. So, okay. So, we, at the end of last stream, the last, like, big main mission beat was doing the fight with, Bahamut. That basically, like, just really set things off in the land.
This might take a while.
Great. And so what's kind of happened is the King of Waloed and Ultima are like often really doing their own thing. So all these people here are well, these are orcs, which I guess also came from Waloed. Would you say that things have turned akashic, or how would you? I don't know the correct terminology for that, but whatever the correct terminology is for that, that's what's happened here.
This one. Titan.
No. Aim up.
What happened to the Royal Army?
I think I did a terrible job of explaining that. I actually blacked out. I don't remember what I just explained. Being overran by an evil entity, yes. That Ultima's let loose, I think. Nothing as rude as the King of Waloed. We love a good rhyming moment. Aether zombies. That's probably a good way to describe it. The Akashic is like Aether zombies. Feels accurate. Okay, but no potions. Akashic are turned by overexposure to Aether, which is why then when there are pockets or clouds of Aether, well, one of the missions we were doing we were like, oh, avoid the Aether or whatever. I believe he's basically trying to get rid of a larger organization. Royal Mastiff, my god. Trying to get rid of a large organization, military coordination left in storms to make Akashic turn easier. But that's definitely his plan. But I love his voice dialogue with Tabor. There's someone behind me. Dodge, 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 dodge. I'm locked. But I don't know how much, if that was actually doing damage to me or not. But you can't, once you're in that attack, you can't undo it. Yeah, Aether is flooding the land. Yeah, and that's like the rippling blue that we've seen. So Ultima wants everyone to turn. Well, yes, I don't really know exactly what it is that Ultima wants, frankly. Because it sort of seems... I don't know yet. The King of Waloed is clearly being used as a pawn. Ultima has promised... Barnabas, sorry, is the King of Waloed, okay. So if he like submits to Ultima or whatnot. That's clearly what's happened. And I don't, unless I'm just really missing it, I don't think Ultima's true goal... Oh, I went backwards again, didn't I? Right, did it again. That's not happened at all in this game, and then back-to-back streams has happened twice. So go on then, Torgal. You direct the way then. Yeah, keep him going. He's very interested in Clive mythos. We're not yet entirely sure for what purpose, but it will be made clear to us very shortly. Wow, what a pretty, like, what a cool voice line of his, huh? It's a weird way to fight, honestly, using that ability. It's not that it's bad or anything, it's just like so different to get used to. Wait, Alta's been talking, he wants Clive to have his connection severed. It seems like Akashic loses their sense of self. Nothing ruins friendship pact like losing your freaking marbles. Well, and that's gonna be a real problem, right? It's the thing that's been clear this whole time. Well, the thing that I think has been happening that seems to me to be clear, that I could be wrong about. Whatever's going on with Clive, it's not a good thing.
Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Clive is definitely special in some way or another. But I'm concerned that he's been like under Ultima's control or something for a while. If that makes any sense. I'm not explaining it well. Frankly, because I'm partly distracted, but... See, each time someone goes, "Gah!" I keep on thinking it's someone trying to approach me from the side. People going, "Oh, Clive is a gift, you should use it." It's not a gift. Whatever's happening is not good. Okay. I should probably really try and upgrade this stuff. Soil and stone? Is that what he says when he swaps that Titan ability? Sounds like it. I mean, definitely, it's nice having a good, AoE type abilities with all of the icon abilities that we have now. But I think I still prefer the one-on-one boss fights moments. Can I get... this might be a... Yeah, okay. Why is it aiming up in the heavens? It seems interesting for sure. I'm excited for lore discussion afterwards. Definitely a lot that we'd want to unpack.
Survivors inside.
Doubtful. Look, yo, can I use Clive's body when Ultima's done with him? Stop. Straight to jail with you. Although, we watched some great Clive content earlier before stream. As far as I understand it, Ultima wants Mythos to absorb all the icons by fighting them and use him in all like as a vessel. Sorry. It's definitely clear that Ultima has been orchestrating flare breath. No, I'm not using that. Ultima has been orchestrating ways for Clive to get into combat with all of the icons.
Where are they?
But see, part of me was like, yes, it definitely does. Oh, that looks so good. That is so good. That's not what I meant to do. I'm not using that correctly because I know I didn't precision dodge correctly. It is so pretty to look at the very least. But sorry, yeah, so I don't know if it's because there was part of me that was like,
where is your master?
There was part of me that was like, oh, I'm so happy I upgraded that. That was a good shout, whoever it was that recommended that. Hang on.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you.
Yo.
Mythos. You again. I don't believe we've been introduced.
We've not really like properly been introduced to him.
You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield. They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are...
I mean, they've all lost the plot here.
Divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harbor.
Sleipnir.
And you will yield.
The vessel shall not be spoiled.
As long as you don't hold back.
The vessel shall not be spoiled. What do we think that means, huh? Anyway, yeah, so I couldn't decide if it's him intentionally wanting to Mythos to get all of the abilities, or there was part of me that had wondered if he was doing it to like test his own. Thank you, Torgal. Because he was getting some of these icons to do something a little different, right? That sucks.
Nice try.
It's interesting that him bopping about like this is at least these things are helping me figure out whereabouts he's going to be.
This one.
Ultima obviously wants to use Clive's body as its Instagram stardom. Frank. Well, that sucks. Fuck! You hear that? Fuck!
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this
Okay.
will kindle your flame.
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory.
Gungnir.
Watch closely, Mythos.
It's interesting seeing Clive performing these like cinematic evasions.
Yes.
So it's a weapon type that he was given to, what am I trying to say? Bloody Barnabas gave it to him, is what I was going to say. And then also he did just say, I was hoping to see something more from our chosen one, which then does further support that they've been wanting Clive to absorb all of these abilities. Because there was a while where I thought that like, oh, are they trying to test how to make dominance more powerful, and that's why they convinced Hugo of some of the stuff that he had done, but it doesn't seem to be the case now. This guy's annoying. Can we finally get rid of him? He's a weird character to get introduced to, only because it feels like we didn't really get to learn that much about him. Feels so good. Pulling the parries off does feel really good, but I just don't do it nearly enough.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Dead man's beer?
Actually, I wouldn't.
Hey. Look at how beautiful Torgor looks. Oh, come on. What a disaster of attack to get hit by. Jesus. But then I assume he's staggered for ages. Let me just want to die inside. Because I assume we said he's taken over what Clive used to do, right? In Waloed.
Nice try.
I think so. And he took over Clive, not what is her name? Benedicta. Odin's spear. Is it Odin's actual spear that he's using? It's Odin something. At the very least, this guy stays staggered for a long time. It seems he stays staggered for a long time. Yo! I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I don't even know where he is. That was stupid. It was a mistake. I'm so happy he waited for just until I was out of the way. God, I mean, how incredibly epic.
Nice try.
Good end. Sleipnir slain, and we do hear the victory music. That guttural growl Clive does when he uses Titan's skill makes me think Ben's done could have a career in metal vocals. Ben's done phenomenally well. Phenomenally well.
The vessel is strong.
Oh, the vessel's me.
My liege.
Damn. Damn.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Damn.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Joshua? What are you not telling? What? Whoa, dude.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Warden of Ash. That's interesting. Nice little bit of flourish. Oh, look at it with his one hand behind his back like that.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
Oh, is it organ coming in the background or whatever?
My purpose?
Hot
To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Damn.
Try it.
The music crescendoing though, my god. Ah, Raiders, yo, welcome in.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
You've come at a very exciting time. And I will chat with you all after the cutscene, I promise. Jill, I'm so nervous. Beautifully done.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Bless Gav. Guys, if you're from my community and you're not yet following Saul, please do, okay? Please.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Yeah, I don't feel good about this. Jill, please be careful. I'm gonna actually lose my shit if Jill just died then. I feel ill.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece.
I have to say, this part I'm not fully caught up in.
Alright?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body.
Damn.
But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew? Allow me, your lordship.
Hi.
Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked you.
Really quickly, I'm just going to pause now. Massive, massive thank you. We will unpause and carry on.
Life? And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help.
Bless him.
And the world won't save itself.
Oh, I'm going to cry. I love Clive.
Sid, your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
Fucking figure it
Do you
out.
have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble.
Thank you for the follows, by the way.
Didn't
Welcome in.
save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
What do you expect?
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Oh, he makes me so unwell in the best way. And I think I saw Swole said you're going to try GTA RP. Very you. I think you'll do well with that. Okay, that is where we are. That's where we need to go. Okay. I went through it for a second there. I was about to throw a fucking fit. I don't know how he knows A Song of Hope. Okay.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
New items are now available at Karen's. Oops, what else did I get? New crafting recipes are available. Okay. So it looks like this is the start of a new... Yes. Oh my god. It looks like this is the start of a new main mission chapter, right? I think. They can't scare us like that. I thought Jill was done. I know, we were going to throw absolute fit. It's a dangerous world indeed. Wow. Okay. Hang on. So we can buy that, which does seem a lot better, obviously, than what we've currently got.
You'll not find a better price than that.
But let us...
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
See if the blacksmith can craft something better for us.
What do I owe the honour? Not saying Fordian, do you?
Brightburn. Yeah? Because that's the one that Karen's selling. Oh, shit. Well, that sucks. I should have been using this the whole time. I didn't think about guessing it. Okay.
It'd last you a good while.
I done goofed it, guys.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right?
Java, I got a vent. Let's hear it, Swole. I love this game, but it seems like the longer the game goes on, the longer the back and forth blocks of dialogue missions are getting. The longer the back and forth blocks of dialogue missions are getting. You mean like... Are you talking about side mission stuff, or are you talking about the main mission stuff? I will say, some of the side missions, the dialogue do be going on for a long time. And something that I have continuously griped about, whinged about, is the quality of the animation, dialogue animation. So it makes the whole thing particularly frustrating to have to do. Oh, some of these go here, talk to so-and-so, go there, talk to so-and-so, getting painfully slow for the main story. I follow that. Well, you think it's slow for the main story, some of the side mission stuff, but the problem is, right, that like when it hits, it's so good. You learn so much from doing the side missions. Like some of the main mission dialogue stuff, like some of the dialogue goes really well. And the other thing that we were having before I talked to this person, the other thoughts we were having, and I guess it'd be good to hear your thoughts as well, right, is like, the problem is that the high moments are so great and so epic and so amazing. Like the whole sequence with the Bahamut fight, like even just then doing it, it's so good, but you can't live up in here the whole time. You can't sustain that kind of energy. You would get exhausted. It would be too draining. And so you have to come back down. But there are times in the main story where they bring you back down for a lull to pick you back up, feel a bit too like thin or artificial to me. I'm surely there could have been something a bit more compelling that we could have been doing that still wouldn't have felt like peak up here, you know?
Let me help.
Oh, Four-Stroke, you're lovely. Swole's fantastic.
Anyway.
No, Chrysalid, not the Elden Ring talk coming into
Sid,
this.
Perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what.
Mid-scales.
I borrowed them to teach the little ones. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, which almost certainly means they had everything.
Okay.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
Oh, that's cute. What's weird is I feel like the side mission plots should have been the filler in between the main story highs.
Pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice. They were in the atrium when I last...
I completely agree, Aaron. I think that's totally fair. And I think then the only problem is, frankly, what I wish the game did, and I know no game is going to do this. I know no game is going to do this. But I wish that the filler bits, the filler missions, I wish that the side missions operated more like that filler content, and then that the game just didn't give you side missions. That it was like, actually you have to do all of this stuff, and they cut back on some of the side missions that they're boring, and then they cut out the main story bits that like aren't really that interesting or motivational, and they just force you to play through all the content. I wish that worked. It worked like that. You focus on the main story, minimal side quests, but some of the side quests are so good. You learn so much about the people and whatnot. It's like, and it's not just about doing side missions that like give you things. I assume you've been doing the side missions that have the plus sign, right? Or have you been missing all side missions? The main story filler felt super forgettable. Like they forgot the main stuff. Yeah, like that one that we did in the stream on Sunday, where we're going back and forth with Gertz and he's lost the pass. That shit was so forgettable. We could have cut all that out. I just felt like the beginning of the game tend to be narrative heavy and set up for the game, but the dialogue thins out as the action takes off. This game, the opposite. A heavy action early on, then drag out dialogue feels like total speed bumps. I think it's because yeah, I don't know. The story is so involved and complex. And to be fair, I've been really happy when it's the main mission stuff and the dialogue's going on. I'm gonna say this and then I'll interact with the thing. I've been really happy with it only because the voice acting is so phenomenal. It's so well done that I'm like, okay, I could listen to you guys say a lot of this stuff. We should do? But it's a shame then that the animation in certain scenes lets it down. F those sides. The only people who need to know about are the ones I need to kill. Swole, no.
Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of scales, is it?
No.
Well, not anymore.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
Imagine tattooing children, for God's sake.
We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-near.
Miss
A
Mididol said,
ninja-near?
the best
Stop.
way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done.
That's cute.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes...
You three need to learn to take responsibility. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eye.
I'm not having to assemble it, am I? Please, no. Come on.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss
Yeah, it would
Mididol's
feel like a
scales.
properly edited movie or
Every
novel.
piece has its
They
own
just
role
drop
to
whatever
play,
added.
and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else.
Oh my god, what do we do? Let me finish reading this. Drop whatever added, yeah, nothing in streamlined world building and side quests that got you invested in part of the main, yeah, mandatory experience, right? This side quest is so unnecessary. Oh, damn it.
This is called the arm.
You're right.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
Mm-hmm.
Will you teach me?
I'll think about it.
Hold things.
Good thinking.
I'm like breezing through the text. I apologize. If there is anyone that's like highly interested in it, this will be all up on YouTube and you can pause.
These round parts are called the pan.
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens.
Fried bangers.
But these aren't for frying bangers.
No, they're
you
not.
idiot.
You
They're
don't want to
for
put that
weighing
on your
stuff.
stovetop.
But what if I wanted to weigh goots? I don't think...
What are the chains for?
Leave Goots out of it.
Well spotted. Which means some...
Yes.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear.
I have.
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move.
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's so.
Let's put the pieces together first.
Not a bad idea.
I hope that this has...
So,
oh my god.
Now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what...
I think we've got it.
I hope this has some big payoff
Here's
that I'm
what
just
we'll
not
do.
realizing.
You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the
No,
scales together.
dude.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body.
These kids are
All the
lucky
other pieces
Dion
fit
isn't
onto
here.
it,
They
don't
all have spears in their
And
chest right
arms
now.
go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
You're
And then
foul for
the
that,
arms
Game
on the
Master.
hands by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works.
Don't apologize, just keep skipping. Yeah, it's true. Well, and now everyone knows.
We did it.
If you want to keep on
with Sid's help.
watching, do it on
I just put
YouTube.
the pieces together. It was you three engineers
Subscribe,
who showed
like,
me
and
how.
subscribe.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's...
Her hairs.
Yeah. Hairs for the...
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though, do try.
I mean, at the very least, this got to show us what a great dad Clive would be.
Look, we never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
I feel like that timing was so unintentionally funny. I don't think it was meant to be funny, but like, yeah. Meanwhile, Jill, Swa. It's still too soon to talk about Jill. I bet it's going to be edited out of the VOD on YouTube. No, it won't, Aaron. As a point of pride, I'm going to leave it all in there. I did say that if you guys wanted to see all the text for that side mission, that this would be on YouTube and that you could pause it. It would make me a liar if it's no longer there.
How are we supposed to do our duty?
Clive is the sort you can call dad and daddy. You're going to make me so unwell. God, he's so... That's all I can hope for in life. He's so handsome. Handsome, handsome man. I hope this has a great payoff. I don't think it will, but...
Well, did you...
It was as you thought. They dismantled them to see how they work.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Why?
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at
This
the
is normally
hideaway
what the
of late?
payoff
She
is
told me
for
it
it.
was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Okay. Not really the best one. Unintentionally funny. I think this happens in Final Fantasy VII Remake a bit too. Like lightly silly but no great payoff on stuff. Also, like what's the worst? Why is it so terrible to dismantle scales? Is there something about the machinations of scales that I don't understand or appreciate that would make it particularly awful if you were to disassemble a scale? Please make it make sense. I don't understand. Why do people keep calling him Sid? So, the character's name is Clive. And Clive met a man called Sid, who passed away, and he decided to take on Sid's name and carry on the work that Sid was doing. So it's like an honorary title. This was also what bothers me. Like, we leave off with characters in distress, I know, and come back and do tedious missions when it should be rolling into the next part of the main story. I was talking about that earlier. About like I want to, you know, be role playing. I want to immerse myself. Like, I'm here, we're distressed. There are people we need to like go and whatever. And yet we're like going off to do some silly side mission shit. But it's like, I've accepted that that's a part of what a lot of games will do. You just kind of like go, okay. But I agree, it's like not the best.
Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh?
Yeah, RPG pacing can require some cognitive dissonance. Yeah, you just like accept.
Took up residence here after the Akashic attacked. Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if but where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us...
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from... But there's only so many we can shelter with. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less, and that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
The funny thing is, I've been like clicking through, obviously, and it's like, and that's what I was hoping you can help me with. And it's like, I've actually not. I understand the bits and pieces, but it's funny when it sounds like she's giving me this whole lowdown. It's not quite.
Of making this new home.
Well, I reckon
Eastpool.
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done, but what's done is done.
I suppose you're.
The blight might be pressing in, but there's just one problem. A band of cutthroats would have sent someone to clear him out sooner, but now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we make...
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back, and I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
Okay, cool. We like Wade. Clive, Wyvern, Sid, Daddy. Man of many titles. I don't even mean you choosing to do side quests. I mean the main story itself will take you to do frivolous, missions whilst you roll into more action. And that's what we were talking about. It would like some of the like main mission lull stuff. It's just, I would rather they just made you do side missions. Frankly, I just wish they'd made you do side missions and then cut back on the number of side missions and cut out the, but whatever. Oh, I bet, Kaio, I bet. Well, I agree some side missions feel silly and low stakes. I like that every single one has intentionally straightened the themes of the story. Anti-war, leaving the world better, being against bigotry, even those who seem not, human. It's true, there is, and that's like, it's normally like the setup of the main mission isn't that interesting, to be fair, but then the conversation that you have afterwards is normally really interesting. So I try my best for the most part not to like skip through some of them, but there are a handful of them where I'm like, I don't yet know what the payoff is for this. It does somewhat seem immersion breaking. Uncle, welcome in, Uncle. Welcome. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough line to toe, like balance to strike, but.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool.
That's right. Though it was mostly her. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who we need somewhere to settle them. And I can think of worse places.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it.
That's very kind of you. With you beside us, we shall soon...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than... and rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be... A small force would suffice to clear...
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the... You and the Guardians can stay outside the village. Make sure I'm not taken on...
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my...
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, if you're... I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on.
All right.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
What? few of them are part of chains. They wrap up pretty nicely towards the end of the game. I think the ones that are chained that seem obvious to me are well, no, the ones I assume are chained are like the cooking ones, because they're related to one another, and they don't seem to have any like interesting payoff at the end.
You think you can just walk in here?
It's non-Leo Gal. They actually do kind of look like the Gallagher brothers.
We'll face the consequences.
Although one clearly has the worst end of the stick. And then we've talked about this a lot, but it does always feel a bit silly.
That's the end of that then.
At the very end, damn.
Or maybe not.
You're using all these crazy, amazing abilities to fight like very ordinary people, for the most part. It's a bit of a hard, like, Like, imagine you're just those humans and you got absolutely blasted in the face with a beam of light. The blacksmith one was great. We even liked that scale one at the very end. The mission itself was silly, but it was nice to kind of see Mid taking an interest in helping little children, and then you find out the information about her and her city, university, and and you're like, okay. And there's been the theme, I think, today of all the side missions that we've done. Frankly, I think it's just how they work in general. They just have very interesting... You know what side mission I want to back up with? Is the fucking, oh gosh, it's with the guy who's, the barkeep, who wanted to go to war.
Surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for akashic.
We were.
Quentin, thank you.
Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Oh, side mission last stream about telling people, yeah, keeping the misery at bay in a cruel world. There are some really great messages in the game, for sure.
Without masters? No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
Thank you for the follows. Welcome in.
That's all of them. And not a single akashic in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't locked. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Osquire.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
Osquire, and that's his mum.
Everyone arrived safely.
No, his aunt.
If you need anything more, you have only to send us Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Thank you for the follows. Thank you.
Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
Yeah, it really makes me wonder why so many people eagerly call Clive a coward, as if nobody talks to them talks about the Ravenhead, yeah, Black Gate guy shooting lasers from his hands. The way that people talk about Clive in this game will forever and always be the biggest crime. It's insane. And I'm frankly thrilled that we're past the part in the game, because Clive no longer has his bearer mark. We're past the part in the game where everyone's calling Clive like hideous, disgusting, abhorrent, like a disgrace to humanity. I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, like all this shit. And I'm like, are we even looking at the same human?
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me
Eddie,
you got rid
yo,
of the
I
bandits
am.
while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will
Why'd
be.
you say it like that?
What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Again, great message. They all the side missions normally end in something worthwhile. Now you've done it, yeah. Yeah, poor Han. I know, it's so sad. This game has some of the wildest NPC names. Yeah, and then the dude called Oscar. There's a lot of that. Well, like Torgal. We've not pet Torgal in a little bit. That was well done. That was like right under his chin. That was so well done. I know, they kind of are a bit all over the place when it comes to the naming, but we let it slide. I am really surprised that we have not had the opportunity to go back, check back in with what's his face though. Damn it! Someone typed.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in
This.
the Vales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Yes, this is who I was talking about, right? I think it is. This is probably one of the more interesting side missions. Yes, 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 with Quentin. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose.
Okay.
My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive,
You know,
I
I've just
find myself
realized.
turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Yes. Hang on. Clive's red shirt situation, right? This is critically important. Has the little things in it. Okay. The cords of Clive's white shirt are first run through the red shirt, then run through the white shirt. So the two shirts are tied to one another. I just think that's fascinating. No? Also, is this actually Roose Bolton from Game of Thrones? To me, it sounds a bit like him, but I'm not sure if it is him or not.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause.
It like
People I
almost
speak
sounds
of
like
have
him.
withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood.
That's Bork in a
Sure
few
they get to the
years.
hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Bro, are you saying that he looks like Bork, what Bork Basoop's gonna look like in a few years? Is that what you just said? Or am I thinking of someone else? That is so funny to me, dude. Oh my gosh. Because now that you said it, I see it a little bit.
Gotan's Bales then, and quickly, before anyone else finds them.
I get what Quentin is trying to do, but sheesh, gathering people under the pretense of saving them only to use them as an army is devious. Quentin has a whiff of the devilish in him. It's so yeah, someone can't steal one of them off his body. They knew. I'd be ripping that off.
This is no time to ride.
Fashionably conscious of Clive. Point to you. Thank you. Guys.
Come on.
I clearly noticed the incredibly important stuff in the game. All right. I thought the white was more of a embroidery type thing than its own shirt. It's definitely its own shirt because we, in the last main mission, saw him in just the white shirt, and it's definitely the same white shirt because I looked at it for a while.
Back to the stables, girl.
Yep, the same Bork, bro. Have you told him that, Game Master, or not? I don't think it's actually him, but the Roose Bolton actor that has voiced Final Say. Oh, he's voiced. It does sound a lot like him, but yeah, I don't think it's actually him.
Everyone. Quentin has asked that you come with me. You can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can.
If that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end.
Damn.
That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
He's breathless, mouth not moving.
Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
God, it's a while away. Where is it? Over there. So this is probably the closest one. I don't think anyone else would have noticed that detail. Well, that's why you got me, baby. And if that's not... Look. If that's not reason to chuck a follow my way if you've not followed, or chuck a sub to the YouTube if you've not subbed to the YouTube, I mean... What other better reason is there? Clearly that's it. The wells run dry. New RE mod for Borg. All zombies are Java's community for these unsavory remarks. So, you know, this is the thing, right, guys? I really like him. I think he's great. I love watching his content. Silly, goofy time. And now what am I do? What am I supposed to do? I can't show face ever again. I go, you won't believe what community members are saying about you. Or maybe he'll actually take it as quite a compliment that he'll look like Quentin in a few years.
Don't tell me I'm too late.
We've been here before for a bounty. But what makes you think that we're too late? Because there's bodies around. God damn it. Whose body's nearby? Quentin?
Are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades.
Damn.
They followed me without question all the way here.
And died for fucking nothing.
And they died. For nothing.
Quentin, get out of the way, please.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
Go, please.
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you.
I'm glad that the cat's gonna wait for us to give a little monologue to one another.
Come on, then.
Alright.
You're no guard dog.
Admiring his pecs, exactly. Oh god, he's got Annabella's yeah, it's godding. She's horrible, isn't she? Annabella, hello. Thirsty vision for the win, of course. And I'm just glad I'm amongst people who appreciate that. See, like, can I pull this off, or am I gonna get absolutely... Because I don't think it staggers it, but it seems to be moving in slow motion, I think. Surprisingly, it doesn't look like I get punished for that ability. Music track is really good at the sense of unease. The music for the game is just phenomenally done. So incredibly done. I don't think there's been one music track where I'm like, that was a mistake.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years.
Wow.
All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin!
It's a great message.
Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, it's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
That animation was really strange. He looked like an animatronic just then. Jesus. Flooded. But it's not actually flooded. It's just flooded with the ether.
Lost wing. My lost wing.
And look who's here.
Damn.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't go, Quentin.
Don't be a fool.
Okay.
Damn it.
Great. We're gonna get caught up having to deal with these people.
It's not going to last long in there. Come on, Tabor. We need to make this quick. Get him.
Quentin's gonna die after having gotten his revenge. It was all for naught, and everything's depressing and sad. Aether flooded. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. I wish they would have used a different word for it, but okay, line up nicely for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely obliterated. For God's sake. But like, just in case you were like sort of hopeful that you would have gotten to Quentin in time, let's just dispel any idea of that right now. Yeah, my first thought was, well, just use a life jacket. Yeah, not that kind of flood. Alright. Can we jump down? I like that it's keeping the same... Oh, there you go. Not that. Oh well. Overkill for one guy, but whatever. I don't notice the voice lines that he uses when he changes between abilities nearly as much as I should. It's a shame. Oh my days. Who am I? Oh my gosh, there are so many of them. Waterfowl, bro, not the waterfowl. Okay, Jesus. The fights are really good. They are really, really well done. I mean, all of the fights are so well done. Even if sometimes it feels a bit silly to me. And we know we're going to find... Sorry. It feels a bit silly to me when you're fighting just like regular people. But anyway, we know we're going to walk in, find Quentin. It's going to be dead. Yeah. Barely clinging on.
Quentin, look at me. Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
I really hope Quentin survives. Sometime later. He's okay. Shockingly, he's okay. If this were a FromSoft game, he'd be gone for.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lost Wing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed and I prayed and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start.
Every single one of them
One
talks,
life
but not the
ends,
guy on the end.
And another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
It's a good message. It was a good end to that side mission. It was, yeah. Okay, we're not over yet though. And thank you, Citrus, by the way, for saying that. I appreciate that.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best.
Just give me wine.
And I have a feeling that
Call
this
it sorted.
year's vintage will be the finest yet.
Raiders!
If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Welcome in, lovely Raiders. Mate, how was your stream? What did you get up to? Hi. Oh, look, we've got this Hanged Man signboard. The emblem of the Hanged Man, the tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for the downtrodden, built around a fallen ruin. One as apt to reveal its secrets as the Hanged Man's enigmatic tavern keeper. Cool, cool, cool. Good stuff. And it's a shame we don't use this, but... Welcome in, Raiders. Hi. Thank you for the follows. How was Major's stream? It was great. How was your first delve into Final Fantasy? It is so fantastic. I am absolutely in love with it. I don't know if you've played this yet, if you finished it, if you're trying to avoid spoilers. Again, I'm only doing side missions, and we've got just the one side mission left, so it won't be main story stuff, but it's incredibly well done. I think the story is fantastic. I think the voice acting is phenomenal. The combat is incredibly fun, and any of the the gripes that we have are some issues with pacing that
let this chance pass us by.
They're issues with pacing, but it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. I think there are small things they could have done to remedy it, but it's not so egregious that it feels like it's unplayable or anything. And then I personally have some gripes with the quality of animation for some of this stuff that, again, it's so nitpicky. It's not gonna break the bank or anything. You're 80% done. Are you enjoying it? It's so good. It's so good. I'm obsessed. Okay, here we go.
Clive, your timing is impeccable.
Wouldn't you know
it
that?
just so happens that right at this very moment,
Clive and this guy that we're with looks like fake Clive.
talents would
It's
those
so
be?
distracting.
Why, your fearlessness.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of... Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity. None remain free for long, of course. But the army too is in disarray, and
And you've been looking to buy.
Precisely.
It's the perfect...
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have no... So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. And we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time ago.
And so, we seek...
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
80% done. Yeah, you enjoyed it so
course.
far.
Leave everything
Okay.
with me.
It's strange because Final
Sounds
Fantasy is
like
obsessed with
another work
making
cut out for you.
movies, yeah, under the guise of
We
games,
have an entire village to stock and
which I think is
furnish.
again where
Residents and all.
some of
Even if
the
I begin right now, I'll be working
issues
day
start
and
to rub
night.
up against one another.
So I'd better
Because
get
I think the
started.
point of it, what,
Try to clear the place.
and
I'll
to be honest, the only part of this that we don't have
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread.
any
I'm sure...
gripes about is actually like the gameplay, like the actual gameplay mechanics of combat. I don't think I have anything negative to say about the combat. My issues are more with like the story stuff. So it's kind of ironic. 1 minute is AAA Hollywood cinematography, the next is AI art hell. Totally. And there are so many people who can just like ignore it, and frankly I just want to be one of those people that can just ignore it, but it pulls me out of it depending on like what we're talking about. And again, because the problem is that like what they're saying is actually really amazing and impactful and all this stuff, so it like really is jarring. It like pulls me straight out. Final Fantasy from Wish Animations and side quest Lost Imagination 16 was stop. Wait. I went the wrong way. I realize now I need to go down. Oopsies. It's a shame. Some of the small bits, but yeah, I mean this is totally like a film or like a entire season of Game of Thrones. I love the goblins. Ridiculous. And I think this will be the last thing that we do. Oh, okay.
This must have been a nice place once.
I didn't think that was possible. I feel like any other time in this game, we run into like actual hard, like invisible walls. That's my first time I've actually been able to fall down from anywhere. Yeah, it's very convenient. I'm not necessarily mad because it was helpful, I'm just surprised. Yeah, okay, I'm glad that no one else knew that you could fall from there. I didn't think it was possible. I wonder, do people, I mean, this is probably a silly question because the answer I'm sure is yes, but do people speedrun Final Fantasy games? I assume it's a silly question because people speedrun everything, right? Surely there's a speedrun for every game, and yet it does seem a bit silly to speedrun a game that's so narrative driven, but... completely decimating the wildlife of the area. Hey, Cad! What a wonderful raid, and I wasn't even paying attention. Yo! Welcome in. How's it going? You came in with Mage, right? Because we've actually had a couple of really lovely raids in today's stream. It's been amazing. And I don't know if there's anyone still here from Mind in Reverse's raid, from Swoll's raid, or of course from Mage's raid. But if you are, massive thank you. Massive thank you. Masochistic people exist, yes. I should have assumed.
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. Let's head back.
Well, now I want to see I want to watch whatever the speedrun, when I finish this, I want to see the speedrun for this game. I just can't imagine what it would even look like. But that's a great speedrun tactic if anyone needs to get down that ledge really quickly. Some Tears of the Kingdom fix then. Good stuff, good stuff.
Something the matter, Theodore?
quiet.
I hate Theodore.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick work of it.
I should go and let her...
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was... Well, she'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've...
All right.
I feel like even a glitch one wouldn't be that far, so I'm sure people will try it. I'm always surprised at what people can find.
I just got back from cash lock.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things... I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with, fighting, but we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Hey, Ricky, thank you for the follow and the like. Hi, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Oh, definitely, it deserves one honest playthrough, but speedrunning 10 is probably one of the worst because you can't skip the cutscenes and they are long. There is no way people speedrun a game where you can't skip the cutscenes. No way.
Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister, and I want to repay the favor. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down.
Hey, right in your balls. How's it going? Good to see you.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want
10
this time
hours.
to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't going to move them. That's a job for the Crimson.
Okay, so this seems that this is part of a... And it's funny because I'm starting to at least be able to tell at this point. But that has to be part... that one has to be part of a chained one because you don't get any, like, nice resolution at the end. It's just like the... Yeah, whatever. Young list, yo! Thank you for the tier 1, 31 months. Looks at watch confusingly. What day is it? I know. We are actually going to wrap up here though, because it seems like the best stopping point. We've done all the side missions, and we're about to start a new main mission.